As you travel south from the Silvertine Lodes, the ambience and the atmosphere begin to change. You start to hear a lot more water and waterfalls in the distance. Going down the steps, you transition into the Waterworks zone. Here, at the first bridge you come across, you discover Durin's beard. Several underground rivers were discovered flowing throughout the great caverns that make up Khazad-dûm, and all of these were tamed by the dwarves over the centuries. Here, the greatest of these torrents have been brought together to form the great waterfall that came to be known as Durin's Beard, in honor of the father of the dwarves. Continuing down the corridor, you come across the only dwarven settlement in the Waterworks, the Rotting Cellar. This damp, brackish mold in the deep waterworks has led the dwarfs of the expedition to name this place the Rotting Cellar. The air seems laden with an unhealthy mildew, though the view offered over the once great waterworks of Moria remains awe-inspiring. Traveling directly south of the Rotting Cellar, you find the Chamber of Dark Waters. This ancient storehouse may once have held materials needed to maintain the great mechanisms of the waterworks of Khazad-dûm. Now it lies quiet, filled with still black water that does not appear to have been stirred by any living thing for years. Traveling further to the south, and through a pond and up a long ramp, you come across the Lost Treasury. The surviving records of Khazad-dûm mark this old storehouse as a treasury. Perhaps this building once overflowed with the dwarf gold and jewels, but that is long ago, before the orcs came and stole it all away as a tribute for the Dark Lord in Mordor. In the southeastern corner of the waterworks, through the flooded lake, you come across the Chamber of Memory. Dwarf scholars believe that the Chamber of Memory was named because it held great repositories of books and scrolls, storing many of the more mundane records in Khazad-dûm. If it needed ever held such records, they have either been stolen away or were destroyed when the waterworks flooded after the kingdom fell. In the southwestern part of the waterworks, you come across Narag-Khelob. Next to this great pillar in the ceiling, far, far above, one can make out an ancient shaft that seems to lead to the upper levels of Moria. Whatever use the dwarves had for it, it seems that the goblins have since taken to using it as a place to hurl their refuse. In the southwest corner of the waterworks, you find the Great Wheel. This massive structure once powered great pumps that moved water from Khazad-dûm, providing drinking water for the dwarfs, as well as supplying the enormous quantities of water needed to cool the grand forges. Nowhere else in Middle-earth could such feats of engineering be found, but as they have been left unmaintained, most of these have fallen to ruin. In the southwest corner of the waterworks, you come over a hill and you see Hazagond. The gateway of Hazagond leads to the source of one of the greatest ducts in all of Khazad-dûm. It once supplied water to nearly half of all of the dwarves who lived beneath these mountains, but it was broken by some unknown calamity during the long dark years after the fall of Durin. Now the water lies here unmoving, flooding the deeps in great stagnant pools. Heading back towards the north of the waterworks, you find the Chamber of the Pool. Whatever this place once was, or whatever it contained, it now holds only stagnant, fetid pools and debris. It may once have served as the entrance to an ancient storehouse. Traveling up a ramp past all of the spider infestation, you find the Lost Palace. Whether this dilapidated structure was ever truly a palace is hard to say. Time and moisture have taken their tolls, and anything of value was either stolen or rusted away long ago. It might have once housed the dwarves responsible for the administrating of the great waterworks that stretch out the sight from the steps of this building.